No.
Right. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. My name is Ava. This is
Georgia, and we're going to make a documentary about Ava and her family.
yeah.
Yeah, she popped out very fast. She was 20 minutes after we arrived at the hospital. Ava was born. I think the midwife had to catch her as she flew out, and then yeah, they kind of took her away after 20 minutes or so, with some hushed tones, leaving us to kind of look at each other a little bit. The test came back and they walked past us when we were stood by Ava in a her crib at the hospital there, and I chased up the doctor and said, "Has the test come back?" And he just went, "Oh yes, she has," and then walked off. And that was how the news was broken. Probably because of the way it's delivered, like it's the worst news in the world. It's hard to take news positively when it's delivered in that way. Having said that, I think we probably did have a month or so where we were quite fearful of the future and did worry about what that would mean for Ava, really. But gradually you just start to realise that each day is fine, and she quickly started to, turn the expectations on their head anyway. They'd said she might not roll over till she was, a couple of years old or whatever, and she was doing that within weeks, sooner than Archie was. So she was already starting to make us realise that the experts weren't experts at all, actually, and we were going to be the experts in what Ava could and couldn't do.
Hello, my name is Ava, and this is my bedroom, and we are reading about something else, yeah. So yeah, and this is my window. I'm going to point that at everyone.
Yeah, I mean she's meeting life head on and doing some great stuff, and she's happy. She's a really happy girl. You wouldn't believe it today because she's in such a grunt today. But I mean, like any 12-year-old girl, she's hitting hormones, and she meets her mum head on quite often. But she's a happy girl, and I think that's all we hope for her, really. But it did make me very proud. I do think, in spite of the additional challenges that she faces, she's still achieving great things, and that's what makes me very, very proud.
Sometimes I when she's on really bad form and she's being a nuisance, when that's been happening for a while in a row, I sometimes think it'd be better if she didn't have Down syndrome, it'd just be easier. But then sometimes whenever she comes home from school with a merit that says you're like second best achieving student in the year, it makes everything extra special when good things come around. So no, I wouldn't have her any other way.
In the future, we just wanted to live a happy and independent life as much as possible. We wanted to be our own woman, look after herself, have a great social life, and not have to worry too much about finances and social network. Not be lonely.
She'd have to be a swimming teacher if you ask her. That's what she wants to do when she gets older. So yes, the progress has been slow, But we've been very fortunate that she's been at a swimming centre where they're quite happy for her to learn at her own pace, and there's been no real pressure for her to move up a group. So most of the kids in her group are a lot younger than she is, but nobody cares, it's not a problem.
What do you want to do when you're older?
Swimming teacher.
Is that because you've seen Catherine do it?
Yes.
Is Catherine a good teacher?
Yes.
Would you like to teach the way Catherine teaches?
Yes.
Are you very tired?
Yeah.
We're all wired up differently. We all have things that we find difficult to do. Ava's are all bundled up in a condition that we call Down syndrome. That means she's a lot like other kids who have Down syndrome. She also is on the autistic spectrum as well, so that complicates how she's wired up. But yeah, I know lots of kids that don't have an official diagnosis or a disability that have things that they find hard to do. None of us are perfect, therefore in some ways we're all disabled, aren't we?
Do you like having Down syndrome?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's nice to be in Down syndrome. You're lumpty, or Georgia.